Greetings everyone, this is Gina Carano and I wanted to make a simple video, a simple understanding because I have been called a lot of things in how long have I been here? In at least 2.5, almost 3 years. It's actually been 3 years since I've been in the fandom menace. And I've been called a lot of names. You see, out there exists a fandom, completely tolerant and free of toxic ideals, free of toxic masculinity, that praises diversity, that celebrates strong female characters. And I was on board with that. But I was told that if I criticize Rey or Daisy Ridley's character in that instance, and I criticize her, that I was a misogynist, that I was a sexist, that I didn't respect women. And I was called a lot of things because these people, they don't call you one thing, they call you many things. So if I'm a misogynist, that automatically makes me a racist and a transphobe, although may not have had an interaction with someone of color and a trans person in that interaction. They just label you everything. Do you know why? Because it is the easy way out. And for years, I thought, okay, if that's a level playing field, if that's a standard that we're going to hold people to, I believe that we're talking about people that are integral, that do not move the goalpost, and that respect women regardless. 2 years later, Daisy Ridley comes along and says, do you know what? Basically, that Kathleen Kennedy was a liar. There was no plan. Palpatine wasn't part of the plan. And those sequel trilogy apologists, those sequel trilogy defenders, they had to keep their mouths shut because they cannot go against the women. They cannot go against John Boyega, who also called out the sequels and said, hey, basically I was used as a token. And when they said that we chased off Kelly Marie Tran off of Instagram and other social media that she might have had, which there is no indication and no proof that we did that, do you know what happened? John Boyega again said, you know what, she wasn't ready for the criticism. But it was okay when the media chased off and criticized Ahmed Best, when they did so with Hayden Christensen and called out his terrible acting. That was okay. And now, these people, they have so much anger inside of them that they needed somewhere to vent. In light of recent events, they could not lash out at Rey, Daisy Ridley. They couldn't lash out at John Boyega. They couldn't lash out against Kelly Marie Tran. Enter Gina Carano. The perfect opportunity that they were looking for. The perfect, like parasites, the perfect host that they were looking for to leech on and continue their narrative because this was falling apart quickly. And so you get tweets like this little guy over here that says, raise your hand if Gina Carano killed your hype for season 2 of The Mandalorian in any capacity. I'm trying to see something. And he tags Disney, Disney Plus, and The Mandalorian. Basically trying to get the attention of Disney to fire Gina Carano because she doesn't fit the narrative. But wait, I thought that these people liked a strong female protagonist that stands up for herself against bullies and trolls. But no. Now it's against the grain. Now it's against the narrative. They want to cancel Gina Carano. So, in short, they're hypocrites. Let's just take a look a little bit. Let's just take a stroll, okay? I call people out every day, and you can see this here. When they're like a decent chunk was taken away from it, to be honest. I'm excited to see what the other cast members bring, but Gina really killed some of the vibe for me. Oh my God. And if this was Daisy Ridley, you'd be preaching about how strong women are and shit. Hypocrite. And then this person responds to me saying, nah, bro, if it's transphobic crap like this, I'm not going to be pleased either way. You think that these people care about transphobia, about racism, about misogyny, about sexism? No, they don't. They do not care about solving the problem. Because these people, they like to cry wolf. They need to create a crisis in order to bask in the attention that the crisis gives them. So if you had to actually give them the means to actually combat racism, transphobia, sexism, and misogyny, they wouldn't do it. It's much easier, you see, in their mom's basement because they cannot afford to get out there and fight racism. I have fought racism. I have fought transphobia. I don't have to prove it to you guys, but I know that I've done a lot of things for minorities, for people in the LGBTQ community. Things that you will never know about because I have nothing to prove to you guys. My behavior shows it. I stand for these people. I call out the hypocrites. Okay? And like I said here, you and your ilk created the transphobia problem, and you're trying to pin this on other people, like me, like you, like anyone, like Gina Carano, who doesn't agree with you. Not gonna fly, so drop the false outrage because you don't really care. Like I said, I'm not gonna read the rest of my tweet. Now, let's see here. Oh, my friend Trevor, who thinks that all Star Wars is good, who doesn't gatekeep, who doesn't call people things like, I don't know, he called a certain General Katarn a transphobic cracker. Trevor, whiter than milk, the Sith, called me a transphobic cracker. Why? Because I go against the grain. I go against the narrative. And what does Trevor say here? The very tolerant Trevor. All Star Wars is good Star Wars. The one who isn't misogynistic, who isn't racist, who isn't transphobic at all. What does he say? It hasn't completely affected my hype, but it's definitely had an impact. Trevor's life was impacted. Oh my God, he won't be able to enjoy The Mandalorian. This is devastating. She should be fired. Trevor, is this gatekeeping? Is this doxing? Are you actually trying to harm Gina Carano's income? Are you going against a strong female not protagonist, but are you going against a strong female character in Star Wars because she doesn't agree with you? That is toxic behavior, Trevor. I thought that I was the one that was actually trying to chase Daisy Ridley off of social media. That here you are, with proof she should be fired. Here is your hypocrisy. People like Trevor, little 18-year-old shits that just recently started to learn how to wipe their asses. And now they have a voice. Trevor, get yourself a girl, dude. Okay? Get laid. Because if you get laid, I won't have to make these videos. So I can go back to getting laid myself. Okay? I'm doing this for you, boo-boo. Okay? Get yourself a girl. I will be very happy if I see you with a girl. She could be anything, okay? She could be tall, short, fat, thin, whatever race. I just want to see you with a girl, bro. I'm rooting. I'm hurting for you. So, yeah. And the last one here that I'm going to be calling out on these people. Whenever you used to say something, when you used to criticize Rey, it would be hate speech. It would be harmful and toxic. Remember? But now the same people are like, it's free speech. It's not freedom of repercussions. Oh, so now there are repercussions. So you can be toxic against other people. Okay? So when I'm toxic against Rey and I criticize her character, it is harmful. It is hate speech. But when you do the same to Gina Carano, we're allowed to talk shit We're allowed to shit talk her all we want. Oh, so now you remembered your First Amendment rights. Oh, that's it. You just remembered that the Constitution was a thing. When we said, hey, free speech isn't hate speech, First Amendment rights, you were calling us all alt-right Trump supporters. By the way, I'm in Greece. I don't have no Trump here. And you used to call these people out. You used to call them, promoting hate speech. But now you remembered your First Amendment rights. And here is my girl, Steph, that accurately depicts all of them. So here's your binkies. You can, just stop crying. We'll put you to sleep. Being hypocritical takes a lot of energy out of you. So this is my video. This is what I wanted to prove. Gina Carano, and to every Gina Carano out there, I stand for you. I stand for strong women. I'm attracted to strong women. I actually am with a strong woman. I can handle that. These little children, they can't. And they're mad at themselves, and they have to take it on the rest of the world. So this is my video. Thank you so much for watching. General Katarn, out.